piece here. Gloria here in the front. We're shearing one of them today, not all of them. But the biggest problem was catching them. And it seems that I have solved that problem, which I will show you here in a second. I'm just going to let them run around a little bit. In fact, they're already heading into the they're already heading down to the catch. So what I've done, I've noticed they like running down here and they don't really care. They'll just run down here, but if you just walk right behind them, they'll just go right into this sort of area. But I'm waiting on one other person to get here, and then we'll push them in there here in a second. This is Chewy. Hey, little Chewy. Yeah, and Gloria there. And somewhere, Lam's in there somewhere. But anyway, we'll get them pushed in there in a second here. There we go. They're in there now. Just took a few seconds longer. All right, now that I've gotten the sheet moved, I want to give you a quick update on the organ, mainly the keyboard section. Last time we had a video, I had stacked the organs, if I remember right. Let's see here. I'll have to go back and look and see what I did now. Last time you saw me here, or that you saw this, we had just finished the frame, if I'm correct. And then I had mentioned I need to get sides. I've done the sides. I'm not completely set with this being the final side. I think I may do a route job here. I may even change this out to a solid piece of wood. I don't know. I kind of like the ruggedness of it, but it depends on what it will look like when we do the final piece. This is what it looks like when you route it. I could also double this up. I don't know yet. I'm still working on that. Now I remember. We'd already stacked them. What I did is I chopped the sides off. And you can see now with them being in the frame, it looks a lot better. One of the things I did, there was a gray piece, if you remember, across here. I took the ode casing around the keyboards and used a lot of that. So I cut this front part off. And you can see there where it was. And I took off of one piece, I took this part off. I've put those three black parts here. I think that's a better trim than me trying to put wood there. I'm fine with that. And I put the back part of the keyboard here. So it's got all the programming notes on there, so I can reprogram these keyboards if I ever need to do that. At least I have that there. This will be covered, so you won't even see this top part, but it also helps with stability. And I may do the same here. As you can see, the keyboard can move back and forward because it was originally designed with this piece there. So I may go ahead and cut the other two pieces and put them in place. Otherwise, the only thing that I'm doing now is I went to experiment with the buttons that are going to go on the front, the preset buttons. I think I'm going to use this piece of wood here. I think that'll look good with the black. And I'll drill out all the holes for the presets. I have several different types of wood to see what it would look like. This would be pushed up like that, and then I'll stain it. I also cut some of this. It's a paper type of stuff. You usually see it in the back of cabinets to hold them together. Cheap cabinets now, not expensive ones. I was originally going to use this, but I don't think I need to do that now because I was able to cut this wood pretty thin. I'll need to sand it a little bit, but that's what's happening. I don't think I'm going to show the whole process of me drilling holes and all that type of stuff. We'll see. All right, I am about to do the stain job now. I've put the plates in place, the panels. I need to sand this one just a little bit, but I may actually leave that. I'm gonna go ahead and stain it, see what it looks like. All of our choir stalls have this kind of beat up look where they've taken the chain and beat it, and then they kind of a distressed look. So I may just leave that because that may look just fine. You can see I have the holes here for the buttons. The keyboards can be removed, so I can easily wire them up. I want to stain it first. I also wanted to get these in place because I need to move it again back into the church. So be right back. it is finished. As I said, I've got all the panels in. I've got the preset buttons, not wired yet. This manual up here is for carillons, bells, and a few other stops that don't need to be coupled to this. It's actually a totally separate organ up there, so there's no way to couple these two manuals to that. I can couple these two manuals together. I can couple the pedal board, which isn't here, to these two manuals and things like that. But this one's totally separate at the moment. I may be able to figure out how to do that. To control these, the stops on this one, I will have push buttons up here. I won't have stop pulls. It'll just be much easier and take up less space. So it'll only have a little panel just right here with a few extra buttons here too. I may put the clear stop button. So this will clear all stops. These are the banks here, and these are the presets. I may put those buttons up here also, and a few other little things here. They're the power button and a few other things. So that is it. If I'm able to get this in the church within the next, we'll say 30 minutes, I will tack that on at the end of this video. But at the moment, I'm waiting for glue to get dry, and I don't want to move it. There's a few things that I would like to redo, and this isn't going to be the final organ because, as you can see, there's wood showing down here. At the moment, I can't fix that. But when I, excuse me, when I, next year, when I redo this, because I am going to redo it, because I want to add a lot more stuff to it. But for now, I want to get it in there, just get to play it. But then I will redo a lot of this, do some remeasurements, and we'll take some more time to measure things because I made changes, and those changes are now being reflected, and you can see them. So, but this is perfectly fine because everyone else is going to see it from this angle. They're not going to see all the other stuff that's going on. So this will work. God bless.